Preparation and paper hanging. Remove your old wall covering. You never want to put paper onto old wall covering. Score any remaining paper with your scraper and apply a liberal amount of water. Leave the water to soak into the paper for a few minutes, then try and remove the remaining paper with your scraper. When you choose your wall and ceiling paper, check with the stockist what any symbols may mean. They explain to you pattern repeats, coloring, shading, and so on. Cut a piece of paper off the roll to length, allowing approximately 100 to 150 millimeters extra. Using a paste table, paste the paper, making sure that all the edges are covered. Try to avoid getting any paste onto the paste table. Fold the pasted faces together. This allows for easy manageability for longer pieces. Finish pasting your cut-to-length piece. Preparing a ceiling can be a tricky process and almost sometimes impossible. Always work with a stable platform, never overreach. You may find it useful to rest the folded paper on a stick or even on another roll of paper as shown here. We are using a plastic coving as our straight edge to work from. It is advisable to check which is the straightest edge and then work from there. Once you have lined up your edge, smooth the paper out with a paper hanging brush. Make sure that all the bubbles and creases are carefully smoothed out. Open the paper out in stages, smoothing as you go along. Repeat across the width of the room. Brush over the paper a second time. It is advisable to have a good quantity of arnica at home. For your neck and back, you will certainly need it tonight. Mark any edges with a pair of scissors. Pull the paper away and cut. Brush the paper back into place. Make sure that the edges are firmly fixed. Identify the pattern repeat and mark both pieces of paper for ease later on. Measure the piece, cut and paste. Put the paper onto the ceiling. Now line up the pattern. Identifying the pencil marks, make any fine adjustments. You will discover that the paper will slide around quite easily while the paste is still wet. Smooth out. Move across the ceiling as before, taking care. Only apply small pieces of the length to the ceiling at any one time. Cut around any external corners by marking with the scissors as before.